The Deanship of Equality and Development at the University of Hail would like to introduce this tutorial, which is about how to fill the course report. But instead of filling the course report through the traditional way, which is through the course file, today we're going to explain how to fill this form through the electronic version. After clicking on the link for filling the form, you need to choose the language. Make sure you choose the English language, then you start to fill the form. Before filling the form, the course coordinator needs to have four central documents. First, the course specification that's approved by the governing councils, then the student results of the outcomes, and the student distribution of the grades, then the student evaluation of the course through the survey, then the previous course report. Some coordinators need to have additional evaluations, such as internal or external auditing. The first page of the form shows the general information of the course. This information is provided as an example: the course title, the code, the program, the department, the college, institution, academic year, semester, course coordinator, then the date that shows the date of filling this form. After clicking on next, we're gonna go to course identification. In this table, we need to introduce the instructor or the instructors. For example, here, the name of the instructor, then the place where the course is taught, a number of section, number of students starting the course, then number of students who completed the course. After that, the course delivery, we will have the course contact hours first. The planned column, we need to take it from the course specification, and in the actual column, we need to write the actual hours that were taught by the instructors. Then the total planned hours will be written here, and the total actual hours written in the following blank. If there are some topics weren't covered by the instructor, we just need to state them here. In the first column, the topic that's not covered, for example, stages of first language acquisition, reasons for not covering the course, changing the date of the final exams, extent of the impact on learning outcomes, quick coverage of the topic, and not enough time for covering all aspects of this topic, compensating action, additional extracurricular activities or tasks. In teaching strategies, again, in the first column, we need to take it directly from the course specification. Then the instructor needs to specify either they are implemented or not. After that, if there are any difficulties, we need to state them here, and the suggested actions in the following column. For example, in the discussion here, and we need to drill down and choose the suitable strategy. In the discussion, it's implemented, and there are some difficulties, and there's a difficulty which is some students face difficulties in participating through the use of Blackboard. Suggested actions, attempts of giving more time for students' participation. Okay, the activities and methods of assessments. Here, the planned activities or assessment methods need to be taken from the course specification, and we need to specify whether they are implemented or not. Then we need to state any difficulties. For example, here, exams through Blackboard would affect the actual evaluation of the knowledge and understanding domains. Suggested actions, creating pools of questions in the Blackboard. This is only an example. For the verification of credibility of students' results, you need to state here the method of verification. For example, internal auditing of examination paper, and if there's any suggestion, you need to write it here. Result of internal auditing of examination was satisfactory. Questions covered course topics and intended learning outcomes. If there are any recommendations that you would like to state based on the previous sections here in the course delivery, just please state them in the recommendations. After that, we have the page of students' results. First, distribution of grades. We need to state the number of students for each grade. Then in the second row, we need to state the percentage of students for each grade. For the second table, which is the status distribution, we need to state the number for each status. For example, denied entry, in progress, incomplete, pass, failed, withdrawn. Then again, we need to find out the percentage of each status. After that, when we have comments on students' results, we need to state them here. For example, the result of a grade distribution is realistic, but we need to look further at the result of the CLOs. If there are further recommendations, we need to state them or not. No recommendations for students' results. Then after that, we go to the next page, which is about the course learning outcomes. In this page, the domains of course learning outcomes should be the same that they appear in the course specification. So for each domain, you need to copy and paste the first three columns for each domain from the course specification. Then the target level, for example, here the first learning outcomes is define the meaning of applied linguistics. Then we need to write the code, the assessment method. After that, the target level, which is the number that should be stated by the instructor for students to achieve before conducting or teaching the course. The actual level, which is the average of students' results for this specific outcome. Then if we have any comments, we need to state it here. For example, here the actual level is less than the target, so students need to enhance the understanding of the aspects that relate to the meaning of applied linguistics. The same for skills. The first three columns, we need to take them from the course specification, then the target level, which is stated by the instructor before teaching the course, and the actual level, which is the average of students' outcome for this specific CLO. The value as well is the same here. For example, we have the CLO, the PLO's code, the assessment methods, then the target level and the actual level. In the comments, for example, students achieved the target level. The recommendations should be taken from the results of the learning outcomes or of CLOs. For example, we have students need to have more tasks related to the understanding and the knowledge domain in order to achieve the target level. And there's another recommendation here. They are shown as an example. Then we have course quality evaluation. For the first one, we have the student's evaluation of the quality of the course, and this should be taken from the survey that the students conducted at the end of each course. Here we need to write the date of the survey, the number of participants, percentage of participants, then the evaluation results, which is the overall average of the students' survey. Here in this table, we state the result of the survey for each part, the strength, areas of improvement, suggestion for improvement. We state the result of the student feedback, then the course coordinator or instructor comments or response. For example, here for the strength, according to the student feedback, teaching strategies are effective. The survey shows the effective cooperation of the instructor with his students. The course coordinator or instructor response, continuing the activation of the students' role in the class and making them the center of the educational process. Areas of improvement is the same, so we need to make the tasks more related to the daily life, and the response of the course coordinator is enhancing the connection of the tasks with the daily use of language and linguistic features. Suggestions for improvement, for example here, updating the references, and the course coordinator response is some reading materials should be updated for the course. Some courses also have other evaluations, such as evaluation of a colleague, the head of department, or faculty members, internal or external. For this example, we provide evaluation by head of department, the date of evaluation, and the result of the evaluation. In this table, we show the result of this evaluation, the evaluations comment provided by the head of department. For example, majority of this is the strengths of CLOs have been achieved. The course coordinator or the instructor response will be the instructor will revise the result again, and then he will continue the strengths and work on developing areas with the problems. Areas of improvement, the result of CLO number K1 should be increased, and the response here, the result is near to the target, and the instructor will revise teaching strategies and compare them with the related topics. Okay, for suggestions for improvement, this is, for example, the statement of the head of department. According to the report, the domain of knowledge and understanding should be improved, and the instructor's response is the students will be given more time, specifically in activating their role in the class. Okay, if we have additional evaluations, we just need to state them further here. The recommendations, we need to state any recommendation based on the results of the survey and other evaluations. Then we have difficulties and challenges that faced the instructors during the term. We have three types of difficulties and challenges. First, administrative issues. For example, here, one of the challenges, the difficulty finding printer and copier in the building. Consequences, some students face difficulties in printing or copying the material of the course. Actions taken, encouraging students to print any material before they come to the building and providing them with e-versions. The second type of difficulties and challenges is in learning resources. For example, instructor needed the speaker when there's a task should be presented in a video. Consequences, indirect effect on the teaching strategies. Actions taken, this need has been raised in this course report and will be discussed in the governing council of the department. Okay, if there is no any difficulties, we just need to write in A. The third type is in facilities. No enough, for example, the difficulty here, no enough PCs for students. Consequences, students didn't get benefit from the breaks between the lectures. And the actions taken, raising inquiry to the governing council. The course coordinator would like to stop filling the form on this page, and he would like to save it and then come back to it. He just or she just needs to click on save, okay, and then a copy will be sent to his or her email. If it's the first time that you click on save, you will be asked to write down your email, then to create a password, then confirm this password, then you just click on save, then you will receive it in your email. And if you would like to send a link for a colleague to complete the report, if there are more than one who works in a report, you just need to click on get shareable link and then send it to your colleague. The last page we have is about the course improvement plan. In the first section or the first table is about the previous course report recommendation. If we stated in the last report some recommendations, we need to state them here, and then we discuss the progress of these recommendations. For example, the first one, provide more activities that relate to topic 3. Actions taken, tasks for students have been increased, and the result increasing the overall result skills outcomes to achieve the CLO relate to the skills. Okay, other improvement actions. If the instructor has conducted any improvement action, he or she needs to state them here. For example, increasing the activities that relate to the aspects of defining applied linguistics, the results enhancing students' understanding towards the various definitions of applied linguistics. If there's a comments, we need to state it here. If no, we just need to write in A. The action plans for the next semester, and this will be the result of our report. So the first recommendation will be adding additional assessment method. The actions, each student should provide an assignment at the end of the term that reflects the understanding of the subject. The person who is responsible is the instructor. The start is the mid of the term, and the end of the submission will be at the end of the term. Then if there's any support needed, we need to state that here. For example, here, approving the updated course specification in the governing councils. Then if you need to upload any documents needed for the report, you just upload them from here. Then you choose your college. For example, let's say College of Arts, then English department. Then the course coordinator needs to state his email, and after that the program coordinator's email, after that the director of quality assurance email, and then the vice dean of quality email. After that you need to sign the form, and you can review it here before you send it. Then when you make sure that all answers are okay, you just need to send it to the coordinator of the program.